Hello everyone, welcome to Plain Old Cooking, and today we're going to be cooking some pork chops. I have my pork chops, my full spice palette here, some extra salt, pepper, olive oil, and without further ado, we're just going to get right into it without any of the introduction to speed it up. We're going to be making two varieties of our pork chops here. Our first one is just going to be a plain one with salt and pepper. Our salt and pepper, be generous with this. We're going to lose a lot of the salt. So now we're just going to take our hands and press this in to our pork chop. Get it nice and firm. Both sides, you're gonna need definitely a lot more salt on mine. Just press it down deep and then we're going to the cooking. So we completely finished adding our salt and pepper to our first pork chop. I needed a lot more to coat all the sides and the back and the front. So now for our second marinade, we're just gonna add some star anise here. Just a couple things of star anise. Just gonna crush it in the mortar and pestle. Set aside. So here we have our spice palette. There's not really any amount, however spicy or less spicy you'd like it. In the center we have our ginger paste, salt, turmeric, ground pepper, our paprika or cayenne pepper, dried thyme, crushed coriander seeds, and our chili powder. We're just gonna add all of this in, the entire thing, and just mix it into the bowl. Make sure to get all the spices off of it. And if you want it more spicy, just add more paprika or chili powder. Next, we're just going to add our olive oil in there to create this powder into a paste. So a little bit of olive oil. And we are going to mix this with our fork and then add our star anise that we crushed earlier. So make sure your star anise is nicely crushed, add it in, stir it with a fork, and then get it ready to apply onto our second pork chop. So here's our spices paste. I again underestimated the amount that we needed, and I had to go and make some more to coat all the sides and the back. So you're probably gonna need a lot more. I'm just gonna get it all on there with my spoon, and then I'm gonna use my hand to get it rubbed all over. Make sure to coat the sides, the back, and the front, and then we can go on to cooking our pork chops. So we want to get our cast iron pan really nice and piping hot. I'm just going to add a knob of butter. You can add it if you want. It's optional. You can also put olive oil or any other type of oil. Now we're just going to go on to adding our pork chops and our rosemary lime. Let the butter melt for a second and we'll add in our pork chop. So now we have our pork completely done. We just turned off the heat. Our rosemary has given it a great smell. There's our salt and pepper, plain pork. And here is our spicy marinated pork. Looks really great, can't wait to dive in. That's our dish right there, two different varieties of our pork chops. Hope you like this video, guys. More coming on the way. And that's it for tuning. Thanks for tuning into Plain Old Cooking.